things have not been going according to plan. In fact, things have gone very pear-shaped. Thank you. Right, starting off tomorrow. My plan was through the Land's End Challenge ride. I was going to ride from Cardiff to Land's End and back in a day. The purpose being to raise a few quid for the Marie Curie Hospice in Penarth. The money to be spent on the nursing staff. Get them something nice. I was going to do it on Elvis, my Royal Enfield 650 Interceptor. Everything was worked out, planned out, got all the equipment I needed. I even bought a little 2-litre jerry can to carry with me because I know petrol stations in the morning are few and far between. And Elvis only does like 150 miles max till he needs fuel. So just in case, I got a jerry can, little one, everything all sorted, lovely. And then 2 days ago, the regulator rectifier decided to fry itself. Yeah. Not going to get it repaired in time, not a hope in hell. It's got to go into the garage. They have to check it, put the warranty claim through to Royal Enfield, who obviously will say, yeah, okay. And then they can replace the regulator rectifier. Why has it gone so soon? Because of where it's positioned. For some stupid reason, Royal Enfield bolted the regulator rectifier behind the engine, in front of the rear swing arm. Yeah, it's bolted to the back of the engine, basically. Between the engine and the swing arm, or the regulator rectifier and the swing arm, there's a canister, the EVAP canister for the emissions. Then behind that is obviously the rear swing arm and the rear wheel. So all the muck off the road, your chain, gets flung all over the regulator rectifier. For those who don't understand, a regulator rectifier is a little device that basically gets rid of unnecessary electrics. When your bike's running, or your car's running, I think it's the same with cars, but bikes anyway, the charger unit pumps out lots and lots of volts to recharge your battery. Once your battery is full, it switches over to just run the bike. Any excess power it creates goes into the regulator rectifier, which is dissipated by heat, as in the regulator rectifier gets hot, and as you're riding along, the cool air cools it down, gets rid of the electric. So you need airflow. Why on earth they put it behind a hot engine in a space where there's very little airflow and lots of crud, I don't know, but they did. So, where's that leave us? Well, basically, in order to do a run tomorrow, I have to use a big lad, the KTM. Didn't want to do that, because I did that back in 2023. Was not the most enjoyable of days out anyway, for various reasons, but the KTM is basically set up as an off-road bike. I've got off-road tyres, or semi-off-road tyres. This thing is not really built for long distance road rides. I let him go because I'm in no rush. But yeah, it's the only bike I have available. Due to the fact that Brian, my Royal Enfield Himalayan, is also off the road. Now, to be fair, part of that is my own fault. Shut that. I was checking Brian over because he's due MOT on, I think it's the 12th of April. And I thought, you know what, he's not really ready for MOT. The rear brake is sticking, which is my fault for not cleaning it properly over the winter. The chain has got a couple of tight spots. Again, my fault for not performing proper chain maintenance. Yes, I've kept it well lubed and adjusted, but what I didn't do is clean it often enough. So that's caused problems with the chain, with tight spots, quite bad ones too. So, I've taken Brian off the road. Oh yeah, he also needs fork gaiters. The one has perished quite badly, so he needs a pair of fork gaiters. There's another issue as well, believe it or not. The throttle cable. The original throttle cable that had been on there since the bike was made was getting quite grotty and notchy, quite stiff. No worries, I'll just replace it with a brand new one, like I did last year with the clutch cable, just so it runs smoother, which is what I did. I ordered a brand spanking new Royal Enfield throttle cable, genuine part. It arrived, and the other cable is about an inch too long. Now the original cable that was on the bike was almost fully adjusted from day one. Excuse me. And it was still a bit loose. So this one, basically I'm going to have to cut the cable, fit a solderless nipple or something, and refit the cable with a shorter inner cable length. So there's that, the seized brake, the chain, and the gaiters, all add up to money I don't have at the moment, and an MOT due in, 6 days, 7 days? So, did a sensible thing, took the bike off the road. Took him off the road about 2 weeks ago. I thought, that's okay. I use Elvis back before the work, the weather's not too bad. Should be alright. Then Elvis decides to go and shat himself all over the place. He's like, oh, you're having a laugh now, wouldn't you? Of course, I was going to use Elvis tomorrow for the run. That was the whole point of the challenge run. The challenge ride to ride what is basically an underpowered bike for a long distance trip. He's only got 47 horses, so he's not really built for long distance trips like that, but that was the fun part of it, that was the challenge. Hey ho, it is what it is. The challenge now will be making it on the KTM. I say, it's not the most comfortable bike in the world. It's not set up for long distance rides, and it's certainly not got the tyres for motorways and long distance riding. But we'll have to make do. As it is, I feel like I'm letting people down not doing the challenge that I planned. Excuse me. But I'm not going to let them down by not going. I've had a massive amount of support from the staff at Marie Curie. I've had some very good support on the donations. I set a target of 500 quid. When I checked it the other day, I think we're on 570 or 580, I can't remember. Plus gift aid. Sorry, I hope you can hear me, it's blowing an absolute hoolie out here. So yeah, really pleased with the donations and the support. I can't let them down by not going. I just have to take a different bike. So today I thought, right, I'll go out, have a little bit of a jolly, make sure all my equipment's working properly, like the sat-nav. Last time I had the sat-nav on here, it kept losing power. I think it was just a faulty connection over there. I hadn't clipped it in the cradle properly, so it wasn't charging. Checking that's working okay. I'm checking I got the camera set up right with the gain and everything. Because I'm still trying to figure out the audio on this camera, the DJI Osmo Action 3. Now normally I would have at least one of my two GoPro 4s with me, facing me off the handlebars, or I call the dash cam. Not anymore. They both decided to die on me as well. They're playing up, they're not working properly at all. I mean, they were both older, they're both second hand when I had them. And they've done me well, they really have done me well. So they're past their sell-by date. I've down to one camera. I've ordered an audio adapter and a new mic to see if that'll improve the audio on this thing. Because at the moment my mic is plugged direct to the camera. And from what I can understand, an audio adapter improves the audio quality because it changes it from analog to digital to go into the camera or something. Whereas at the moment it's analog straight into the camera, which apparently doesn't work that well. We shall see. So basically, things are not going according to plan. Bugger. And I sort of like knew about it, so we'll just get on and manage. Right, folks, that's it. I'm not going to bore you anymore with my whinging and moaning. We're still filming, that's a bonus. I'm going to clear off, have a little bit of a ride around, try and get some stress relief. Because, of course, my stress levels are off the chart. Mental health? Yeah, don't ask. Folks, in the meantime, whatever you're doing, please, be safe, ride safe, and have fun. Oh, by the way, before I go, if you want to check out what's happening tomorrow on my ride, go to my Instagram page, Grumps Rides. During the day, I'll be putting little updates on there of how I'm getting on, where I am, etc. So you can track my journey, if you like. And I plan to film the journey with this camera. I'll take spare batteries and stuff. And in a few days, we'll have a video up on the channel of the actual ride itself. Right, that's it. I'm gone. Toodles!